Cam Jordan, just a defensive end. I'm coming off the edge with my podcast, of course, Cam Jordan's Off the Edge podcast, and I'm just super excited. I've got a man who's made his claim to fame with hot dog eating champion, but even better than that, a man who just wins. Just a winner. Joey Chestnut, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I got the best job in the world. I get to travel, eat, and win.
Jesus. It sounds like, the Saints when we were really, really rolling back in the, 2019, 2018 area where we were just winning at a high clip. Got to love that for you. You're probably considered the greatest competitive eater of all times.
Dude, it's hell
of a line.
It's weird. Yeah, to say you're the best, I don't want to say I'm the best because then that kind of motivates other people.
Yeah.
So I let other people say it, but I feel good, man.
Yeah, I'll say own that. I mean, if there's an eating competition, I've seen you pop up and win it. So I mean, you've transcended just the hot dogs. I've seen you push vegan dogs. Is that
I did.
How was that?
Actually, I never did anything with the vegan dogs.
Okay,
so I was doing work with the vegan company because after I do eat 15, 16 pounds of meat, I take a break from eating meat.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I got to work hard to get back to my normal diet or normal weight. So I eat really green after contests.
Yeah, you want no parts of that. You go to
otherwise, if I have any starches or sugar, then all that weight stays on me, and then I'll be heavy for my next event. Then I lose. There's nothing worse than traveling halfway across the country and losing.
Right.
Football players.
Trust me, I know.
Oh my God, the ride home after you lose, you feel beat up. It sucks.
And that's what leads you to, wonderful things like tequila. You're like, oh, man. You're like, come on, man. Like I did not just fly Monday Night Football to fly to cold-ass, dumb Wisconsin to get beat by the Green Bay Packers. Like, how? What? Why? You know what? Just hand me the tequila bottle.
Yeah. And some lime.
Yeah, clearly that's my cross to bear right now. But after, I'm just thinking, like, after being ask you for being here. You just won a bagel eating contest in Vegas last weekend.
Bagels. Oh, my God.
Bagels.
Yeah, so poundage wasn't crazy. It was only like probably 8 pounds of bagel.
So 15 bagels.
15 bagels in 8 minutes. But my jaws were so tired. Afterwards, I try to open my mouth. I'm like, it just like.
It's like the dough, the yeast, the.
Dude, they're just dense.
Were they like New York type bagels
New
or
York
like
style bagels?
Okay.
A little bit crusty on the like a shell on the outside, and then just like dense on the inside. Yeah. And I got the win.
Got the win, just shy of the record, which apparently is like 17 and a half bagels. I'm just looking
like,
who did
that guy?
No cream cheese.
He must have been cheating because he only did like 13 this year.
Okay, so he just had like one really special day.
He had a good day.
Yeah.
He didn't beat me. I wasn't there that day. So
Josh Allen, got it. Lamar Jackson, MVP. Okay, we won't talk about it. You're right. He got the All Pro, but you.
I got the win. I'm the champ right now.
All right, perfect. How do you decide which competition to enter? Because at this point, you're going after foods.
Food
groups.
I got the best deal on earth. Yeah. So usually companies reach out to me like, dude, can you think you can win this contest if we have it? Or they want me to. So usually
it's not based on the type of food. It's based on the company that comes to you.
And sometimes I'm like, guys, I like, there was an acai place. They reached out to me not too long ago, and I was like, dude, it just doesn't agree with my body. Too much of it gives me it just makes me feel nauseous. I have to like the food. I like to eat. If it's food I don't like or doesn't agree with my body, then
so
I know
acai out.
Yeah, a little acai. Yeah, no bueno.
Hey, I literally just came back from Rio de Janeiro, and I've always been like, I was like, eating it here, maybe like playa balls, maybe it was all right, but it was like trash acai is definitely what I've been calling it. Like all my teams were like, you can't call it that.
It doesn't work.
But I go to Rio de Janeiro, and it hit completely different.
I bet it's completely different.
Yeah.
When it's coming in like in a frozen bowl that you have to thaw out a little bit and eat.
Like I said, I've got my eyes completely adjusted and refocused. I'm like, no, that acai that I was eating in Brazil. I said, okay. I'm sorry. I disrespected it.
Just like that though. Like I did kimchi in Korea.
Yeah.
And that was really ripe.
Good.
Dude, it was ripe. It was like, dude, what we eat in America is like lame compared to that.
Dang.
Dude, it was like.
I hate that for us.
I know. They had the real kimchi out there.
You were in Seoul?
Yeah, I was in Seoul. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh my
God.
God.
Loved it. Right.
Good people.
Right.
Dude, Seoul or Korea and Tokyo. Yeah, dude.
Which one do you like more?
I like Seoul more.
I like Kyoto more than Tokyo, but continue in.
The people in Seoul, dude, it's easy to drink with strangers in Korea.
Well, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. That was it. But there's soju. You can have that.
The soju.
No, you can have the soju.
You don't like the soju.
Oh my
gosh.
You
don't like the rice.
I'm a plum wine guy. So take me to Tokyo, Kyoto, and I'm gonna plum wine it out.
Oh, have you ever had the habusaki?
No.
In Japan, it's like their whiskey, and they drown a snake in it. Like a pit
and now
viper.
You have my attention. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the pit viper supposedly releases its venom in there, and so every time you drink it, you're taking a little bit of
nice.
Bit of poison.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you become impervious.
You get the poison out.
You just slowly dilute your blood in poison. All right, but I mean, when you think about, do you plan out the events by the time, the month? Do you plan them out by the year? Like,
so I'm already planning summer.
Okay.
So I'm hoping I can get back to the 4th of July hot dog contest this year. Last year they wouldn't let me compete. There's a weird, they got, I don't know, it just didn't work out.
Discrepancies.
Just contract issues, and nobody likes to talk about those, but
yeah. Sometimes you gotta pull that Chris Jones, miss out a year, make them miss you, and realize, hey, that you are needed.
I think we miss each other.
Okay.
And I think the fans miss it, so I'm hoping we can figure it out. But if it doesn't work, that's life. But so I'm working on summer, and summer's where it heats up. That's 4th of July. Then there's
does
some big
that help with digestion? Like as an athlete, like I look forward to the summer because that's when I can put the sweats on in Arizona, go biking, go running. That's when you get that chiseled. You almost get that V right there.
It's easy. Yeah, I feel like I can drop weight quick. It's hard to eat a lot when you're cold.
Yeah,
you can't do anything when you're cold.
Thank you. You can't do anything when you're cold. Like play a football game in stupid outside places that don't have domes. I'm gonna stop saying stupid because there's a lot of people.
I can't believe the new Buffalo Stadium isn't
$2 billion, and you're like, you know what?
It's gonna be open
air. Leave the roof open.
What is? Oh my! It's like, oh no, we're finding a way so the stands don't get snow on them. Like, that's it?
Right. like what are we doing here? You can have a retractable dome. You're spending $2 billion.
Come on, this is America.
Just do better.
Just do better.
We deserve better. As a consumer, we deserve better.
I mean, everybody wants more.
Right.
Better.
My question for you is, how do you train for? I've always wanted to know. Like, do you just have 3 hot dogs one day, the next day have 5?
So it's practice contests, full on simulated contest. Before every practice is a cleanse.
Yeah.
Guy going absolutely empty and loose. And every practice, I try to go up a little bit more than I did the last time.
Yeah.
So it takes time to recover.
Okay. Days, or are we talking about
it takes 4 days to get back to my normal weight.
Wow.
And so that's like eating super clean, like greens, no carbs at all.
You're miserable for those for cleanse day.
I go into it knowing all right, I'm gonna feel like garbage for a couple days.
Yeah.
And that I'm not eating for fun. I'm eating to really
to win.
I want to. It's only fun when I can beat the guys next to me and see them suffer. No, it's I'm literally I'm pushing them to their breaking point.
I'll say, before we started this up, we were just talking about the first time we met in Las Vegas when you walked in on this eating contest I was doing, and the lady was trying to chow down this double hamburger. I think we had 2 or 4 of them, or whatever it was, and she got to her limit. Was like, no, I can beat you. And I was looking her in her eyes like, sweetheart, you're done. And she stood up and gave it back up. And I said, I could imagine competitive eating for real, and somebody blows chunks and you have to finish. Nah, wraps for me.
Yeah, the smell's what you hear it, and there's a smell and then you have to stop and just calm down and just go to your happy place.
Right, just go ahead and just hit my zen.
Yeah.
Complete the race.
You could just don't pay attention to what they're doing.
Man, I appreciate you for tapping into the podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I know you got to go. I know it's meet a row. You got to go through. I got nothing but the highest energy and the highest respect for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Great to hang out with you for a little bit.
Indeed. For the true re-meet, because the first time I was running from smells and situations.
Hopefully we'll hit some tequila up later.
That's what I'm talking about. And then again, now I'm back in.
Oh, it's on.